Happy Arvo. Thank you so much for joining me today. How you doing? I saw this video pop up. Seems kind of interesting. Tips on how to behave in and for the courtroom in Australia. I don't know if you're supposed to behave any differently in Australia than in any other courtroom. I can imagine a bunch of bogans looking up this video, you know what I mean? Getting ready for their court appearance. Can I wear a tank top to court? Go to Court Lawyers. Link down below. Go check out their channel. Let's see. Just in case I ever find myself in the courtroom in Australia, it's not where I want to be. I don't want to get the boot. But if I find myself there, I want to know how to behave.
How should I behave in court in Australia? Going to court can be daunting. Having an idea of what to expect.
Is this guy got those Heelys on? He's kind of gliding. It's like he's on roller skates.
Will ensure that you are prepared and know how to behave appropriately. Courts are formal places, and certain rules of etiquette apply to anyone who enters, as is the case in any other formal setting, such as workplaces and educational facilities. You are expected to be respectful, and you must behave appropriately at all times. You may be asked by the magistrate or judge to leave the court if you dress or behave inappropriately.
No tank tops.
If your behavior disrupts proceedings, you could also be fined or sent to jail. When going to court, make sure you are punctual and arrive before the scheduled time. You can find the correct courtroom by reading the notice boards and television screens at the courthouse, or by asking someone at the registry counter. They are usually located in the court's foyer. If your matter is being heard in a magistrate's or local court, wait outside the courtroom until you are called. In the district or county court, the bailiff will be able to tell you when your case will be heard. If you're going to the Supreme Court, you should wait inside the courtroom.
If you're going to the Supreme Court, you should have already been prepared for what's coming your way. Your lawyer should already be helping you out. You know, this is the least of your problems watching this video.
Check with the bailiff to find out when your case is due to start. If you are being held in custody, corrections officers or police will make sure you are brought to the correct court at the appropriate time. They will show you where to sit. As you enter the courtroom, stand in the doorway and bow your head to the coat of arms behind the judge or magistrate as a sign of respect before finding your seat.
That's actually a good tip right there. See, I wouldn't do that, but now I would. Bow your head to the coat of arms in the doorway. Hey, whatever makes me look respectful. If you're in a different country in court, that would be scary.
Courts are busy places, so even once you have entered the courtroom, you may have to wait for a time until you...
Although I feel like if I was going to be in court in any country, I'd probably choose Australia. Don't know why. I think you guys are pretty reasonable, you know.
Your matter is called. In this case, you should wait in the public seating area in the back until the court is ready.
It's not like North Korea or something. You don't want to go to court there.
To hear your case. When the court is ready for you, go to the center table in the front of the courtroom. If you are represented, your lawyer will show you where to sit. You may represent yourself at court, but it is always advisable to seek legal advice first. Where you do not have a lawyer, if you are bringing the matter to court, you should sit on the right side of the table as you face the judge or magistrate. If you are defending the matter, you should sit on the left side of the table. The general rules of court etiquette apply throughout a court proceeding to everyone in the courtroom. Make sure you turn your mobile phone off, don't just switch it to silent. Turn off any alarms on your watch or any pages you have. Don't talk unless called upon to speak by the judge.
Does anybody still carry a pager?
Or magistrate. Do not eat, drink, or chew gum. Do not smoke. Do not record or publish any of the proceedings. This includes postings to social media. The magistrate or judge is the boss of the courtroom. They sit at the front facing everyone.
You know, you guys need a courtroom TV show. Do you not have that? I feel like you must have that. I can just imagine Australian court being great TV, like Judge Judy type stuff, if you guys know who that is. But for Australia, I want to react to some of that.
Everyone else. Every person in the courtroom must behave respectfully towards the magistrate or judge by calling the magistrate or judge Your Honor, bowing their head to the magistrate
It's kind of interesting how similar this is
or judge when entering or exiting
to America.
the courtroom, standing and keeping quiet whenever the magistrate or judge enters or exits the courtroom, standing whenever the magistrate or judge addresses them, listening to and following any instructions given by the judge or magistrate.
I don't know what a magistrate is.
To show your respect in a courtroom, you will need to dress in a tidy, modest, and smart manner. Conservative colors are best. Dress attire that may be suitable includes a suit, though this is not essential, a collared button-up shirt. Make sure it is
You taking notes, Bogans?
buttoned to an appropriate level. Pants or a skirt at or below knee level. Clean closed-in shoes. If you are representing yourself, it is recommended that you wear a jacket. Dress attire that is not suitable includes singlets, strapless
What is a singlet?
or see-through tops, clothing with obscene, offensive, or disrespectful slogans or graphics, jeans, thongs, short shorts.
Now, which kind of thongs are we talking about? And what is a singlet? Hey! I knew it. No tank tops. Oh wait, that's like a... It's like a onesie. Who would show up to court in that?
Mini skirts, sunglasses, hats or caps. If you are dressed unsuitably, the judge or magistrate may reprimand you or ask you to leave. There is no
Wow.
specific legislation which prevents you from wearing forms of religious dress, such as turbans, skull caps, and burqas in the courtroom. However,
I don't know what a skull cap is. Maybe I'm being insensitive, but that's kind of a scary word. I've never heard of that. I looked it up, and it's a plant.
some
So
states
I still don't know.
now have legislation requiring you to remove head coverings if asked by police for identification purposes. Refusal to do so can result in a fine or imprisonment. Generally, the police will ensure that only female officers are present and that it is only for a short period of time. Court etiquette in Queensland requires that, when leaving the courtroom, you again bow your head to the coat of arms behind the judge or magistrate
Only in Queensland?
as a sign of respect. If you are unclear about court etiquette in Australia, court staff will be able to assist. However, keep in mind that they are generally very busy, so it might be best to seek your information from organisations such as the Court Network. If you have a legal question, you should seek advice from a lawyer as soon as you can. Alternatively, the courts in each state and territory have a dedicated website which contains useful information about the magistrates or local court, the district or county court, and the Supreme Court, including details regarding court etiquette. You can also familiarise yourself with court
Is there a Supreme Court of every state?
etiquette and procedures by going to court and observing a proceeding before the commencement of your own. When doing so, sit in the public seating area at the back. You can find information about which matters are to be heard that day on the Daily Law Lists page of the court's websites. Not all cases are open to the public. You should check with the registry staff or the bailiff to make sure you can observe the proceedings.
I'm surprised people don't do that more often, on their day off. Just check out what's going on in court. Show up, watch a few proceedings. Could be fun.
What to do next? If you or someone you know has to go to court, it is important to obtain legal advice quickly. Go to Court Lawyers operate a legal hotline, a 1300 636 846, where you can talk directly to a
Okay. Well, it wasn't that much different than American court, I'd say. I'm curious what kind of comments this has. Very long ones. Oh boy. I'm going to skip these long ones. Just went to Magistrates Court in Melbourne for a uni assignment. Don't stress too much about dress code if you're just there as a spectator. My friend showed up in a hoodie, leggings, and thongs. And was fine. Which kind of thong? Nice. Who made this up? We're not animals. Just behave how you normally behave in court in America or wherever you're from. All right. Hey, I had to look it up to know. You guys are not animals. It's pretty much the same, but now I do know to bow my head at the coat of arms. And if you're in Queensland, you got to do it when you leave too. Well, that was a little bit anticlimactic, I'm not going to lie. Like, there wasn't that much different, but hey, you know, sometimes that's what happens when you react to stuff every day. You don't know until you do it. So there we go. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.